Contracts has been in the game for I don't know how long now, and even though Asimo has buffed them and made them a lot easier to complete, they are still pretty annoying and hard to do. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a few tips on how to complete your contracts a lot easier and a lot quicker with these tips that I'm going to be giving you. So the first tip that I have to give for you guys is honestly what I think one of the most important tips, and that is to use the right vehicles. So make sure that you guys use quick vehicles, like for example the Volt bike, maybe even the drone and the army heli. All of these vehicles are very quick and honestly one of the best vehicles to use for grinding. So if you're ever going to be grinding like just normally or doing your contracts, definitely use the military heli, drone, or the Volt bike. Now, I'm sure most of you guys do use the right vehicles because those are the 3 most popular vehicles inside of Roblox Jailbreak. But the second tip that I have for you guys is to have a friend help you with your contracts. So most of the contracts do require like 2 people or more to complete. Like for example, bust some criminals in a bank robbery, pop tires of a criminal's vehicle, rob museum without dying, and a few other contracts. These contracts require more than 2 people to do them, so you would need a friend or just anyone to help you do those contracts. Now let's say you don't have any friends like me. Yeah, I know, very very sad. Then what you could do is that you could bring in alt accounts. So let's say you maybe have a phone or maybe another laptop, I don't know, any device, iPad, really anything. Create a new account on that and then join your main account and just help yourself, I guess, with 2 accounts. Because then you could just use 2 accounts, do those contracts easily without any problems at all. Something which is also very very useful to know is when you're doing your contracts as a cop, you usually have contracts to collect bounties. And something that is super important when having those contracts to complete is to make sure that you use the top criminals board here by the police stations, which is right over here as well as in the prison. So make sure you use this board so that you can see who has a bounty and who you need to target. As well as using the live map over here in the police space or whatever this is called, I have no idea. So make sure you use this live map so you can see who to target. So first use the top criminals board to see who you need to catch, and then use a live map to see where he is and how to catch him. The next tip that I have for you guys is also very important and could definitely boost a lot. But sadly this requires a bit of Robux, and this is to own a private server. So if you own a private server, you can do everything in peace, alone, without anyone sabotaging or griefing or arresting you or whatever now stops you from doing your contracts. The only downside to it is that you're alone and most of the contracts requires 2 or more people, and this is where you need either a friend or alt account to hop in and help you do your contracts. Now let's say you don't have any Robux, you don't have enough Robux to buy a private server. A very very useful tip that I used to do when I didn't have any Robux at all is to get the BT Roblox add-on. Now what this add-on does is that it sends you to the end of the list of these public servers. And once it sends you to the end of the list, you will find empty public servers which you can join, which is basically kind of like a private server. So as you guys can see, I see a bunch of public servers here which are basically empty, which you can use to grind your contracts or whatever you now are doing. The only downside to this is that people can join your server and sabotage, but if the server does start to fill up, just do the same method, leave, go all the way to the right, and then find an empty public server. Now let's say you don't have any Robux and you don't have a Windows, because I'm pretty sure this add-on is only available for Windows. So if you don't have Windows and you maybe have a iPad, you know, phone, the only way for you then is to just ask someone if you can borrow their private server. Maybe you have a friend that has one, just ask them if you can borrow one, and I'm sure they will most likely borrow it for you. If not, then you can just go to a random Jailbreak streamer, wait for them to end their stream, and then just, you know, use their VIP server until they close it. I hope these tips helped you a lot. These tips sure helped me a lot with doing my contracts, so I hope it helped you a lot. Anyways, before I end the video though, I just want to give a quick shout out to all my current tier 2 members, and that is to King, Witty, and Blue Star. Thank you guys so much for becoming a member and supporting the channel. It really means a lot. Anyways though, I have to end the video now though, so I'll see you guys in the next live stream video, or I'll see you in the Discord. See you guys.